Confrontation between the Dallas Cowboys and Pittsburgh Steelers and produced 60 minutes of inspired and imaginative football. The result was the most exciting Super Bowl ever played. Cowboy cheers were drowned out by a fearful battle cry that rumbled across the Orange Bowl.
Bradshaw is back. And he's going to Swan, and Swan makes his circus catch in the end zone. Unbelievable catch for the touchdown.
The Pittsburgh Steelers won 35-31. Terry Bradshaw was named Most Valuable Player, and his team became the first three-time winner of the Super Bowl. This year, the scene shifts to Pasadena in the Rose Bowl, where the NFL and CBS Sports will present Super Bowl 14.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brent Musburger, along with Jayne Kennedy, Irv Cross, Jimmy the Greek, and Jack Whitaker. And for the next hour, we're going to preview the upcoming NFL season.
You'll see the teams to remember and the ones to forget, the old pros and the rookies, the key players in the NFL, and the key plays.
And while Jimmy the Greek analyzes both the AFC and NFC divisional races, Jayne takes you around the league to show you the various conditioning programs. I'll show you what the coaches have put in their playbooks this season.
And Irv, I think that both you and Jayne would agree that this shapes up as one of the wildest seasons ever in the NFL. We'll take a look at all of it, coming up on Passport to Pasadena.
282. 282.
See if it works.
34 right. Touch. Hut, hut. Go outside. That's it. Come on, right tackle. Be stronger, baby. Be stronger.
Passport to Pasadena is sponsored by the Miller Brewing Company, brewers of Miller High Life. If you've got the time, we've got the beer. And by Old Spice Stick Deodorant, the deodorant that gives you 24-hour protection from odor.
Teams entered the 1979 season with the same goal, to enter their name on the Passport to Pasadena. But before the excitement of a championship chase, over 2,000 players faced 6 weeks of training camp torture and an awful lot of sweat and swearing beneath the summer sky. If you went around the league and asked players which team works the hardest, they would all say, we do. But one team is noted for outworking them all. With a roster not nearly as talented as many others, the Philadelphia Eagles made the playoffs in 1978, and they made it on sheer determination and a willingness, even eagerness, to just plain work hard. Here at Widener College in Chester, Pennsylvania, the Philadelphia Eagles annually undergo the toughest boot camp in the league. Their two-a-days do not stop until 1 week before the regular season begins, as D.I. Dick Vermeil whips the Eagles into shape. stretching sessions are similar to some old cheerleading exercises I used to do. But this is the lazy part of the day. The rest of practice can wither a professional athlete. Yet at least one member of the Eagles wouldn't have it any other way.
Jayne, I hate to say it because the players across the country would call me a liar, but I actually love it. I enjoy coming out early in the morning, getting the old bones loosened up, and where else can you have so much fun? I call it camp fun, as a matter of fact. The quarterback, Ron Jaworski, says, okay, badminton at 10, horseback riding at 11. Bergey, you really love it, huh? And even though it is really tough and very demanding, I do enjoy it, and I call it camp fun simply because I don't know where I'd rather be at this time of the year.
Stan, Bill Bergey calls this camp fun, but I have heard that you tend to disagree with that.
Camp fun. This is one of the occupational hazards of the job. It's boring. It's very time-consuming. For myself, I only need about 2 weeks to get ready to play the season, being in the offensive tackle position. And I don't need the 5 weeks of work. Coach Emil and I have a little different philosophy on things, but I like it here, so I have to put up with it. And as soon as I dislike it and tell him I want out, he'd be very accommodating, I'm sure.
Dick, why do you use such a tough training camp program?
Well, I think football's a tough game, and when you have 16 games during a season, I think the team that's mentally the toughest and the physically the toughest can come out through a 16-game schedule better than a team that is not mentally tough. And I don't believe you can talk about mental toughness. I think you have to coach it and demand it, and through hard work, I think it can be developed.
Dick Vermeil has clearly developed it in his team. The Eagles are tough, and they proved it last December as they faced their most important game in years.
12 years. 12 years have gone by since the Eagles have been a winner. We're going to come out winners today. You've worked like winners. You've played like winners. Sure, we won a couple we should have lost. But I'll tell you something else. We've lost a few we should have won. We're right where we ought to be, playing for the first winning season since 1966.
In the fourth quarter of the regular season's last game, the Eagles were still strong. Summer sweat had paid off with a winter victory and a playoff berth for Philadelphia.
That was for you.